swinging pirates, today we've got another ring return video coming your way. It's a long one, I'll tell you that. So I've got timestamps down below. If you need to skip ahead, go for it. But the video, it's worth it. And the reaction is priceless. So let's get into it. Alright, so we're looking for this lost ring. No, it's not in the woods, but we have to follow this deer path out to this little sandbar on a lake. It's a gorgeous morning. Sun's rising. It's maybe like 60 degrees out right now. We are approaching fall. I hope I don't run into any Sasquatches out here. I feel like this is definitely the place that it's gonna happen. It's a beautiful morning. Da, da, da. All right, gotta keep going. Should be up around the bend here. Gonna find that ring. Hi ho, it's off to work we go.
3 hours later.
All right, looks like we made it to our proposed area. The sandbar. First finds. Wouldn't that be awesome? We get it. First scoop. Looking for that wedding band. Come on. Not a wedding band. Oh well. Just a shotgun shell. Well, so far this seems to be the theme out here. I think I found maybe 5 or 6 of them already just in this short little area. So I'm still digging shotgun shells here, and I look back and I see that. That just kind of crept up on me. No, you go away. I don't want you. I want more of that. I didn't think it was supposed to do this today. Well, so far so good. The weather hasn't opened up on me yet. That's a screamer. We've been getting a little bit of change, but mostly fishing tackle and plenty of shotgun shells. There's targets out here, including this dime. The sandbar goes out probably another 50 yards. Kind of in this half circle over here, so we got a little bit of ground to cover. Well, look at that. I almost stubbed my toe on this thing. See if we can't grab it here. All right. We got a 10-pound anchor here. Nice. Well, we've worked about half of the sandbars so far, but we've been doing a perpendicular grid to the shore, so I may go do a cross section in parallel. But we got another signal down here, kind of screaming. And it's a beach token. Been pulling out some beach tokens, both new and old. So I mean, it's safe to say that no one's come out here to detect the sandbar, but so far, I'll be honest, not a whole lot of goodies out here. But we are looking for that ring, so there's got to be one. Well, look at that. We got a ring, but this is not the ring we were looking for. And it looks like it's busted, but we got a ring. All right, well, let's keep going. Looks like it's stamped 925, a little tarnished, probably been down there for a little bit. So all right, let's see if we can go find the one we're looking for. So obviously we didn't find the ring on day one, just a bunch of other junk after that silver ring. Let's get into day 2 and see if we can go get that ring. All right, welcome back to day number 2 of hunting for Sasquatch. I guess that's what I'm gonna call this ring if I find it. It is elusive, but we've got some more information. I think I'll be a little more locked into where hopefully it was lost. Stay tuned, see if we find Sasquatch. All right, so we just got into the water. It's feeling pretty nice. And I have 2 markers that I was given. She said there was a log. Now, of course, you can see there's tons of logs. But I think where the center of the sandbar is out here, and they pulled up on the east side, I've got this log here, which is just a log. But then I have a whole series of logs, a big tree that's fallen over there. Anyway, she said she was 30 feet left of the log. So, I mean, if she came in to the east side of the sandbar, she may be talking about that one. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna see if we can't start hunting from here, and we're just gonna work our way back. She was only maybe 10-15 yards out, and the edge of the sandbar is right there. So I'm thinking it's in here. Today, we're rocking the AT Pro, decided to switch it up. We were using the Minelab Excalibur, but we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go all metal and see what we can dig up with the AT Pro. So let's get at it. Well, we're on the right track. We're finding pull tabs. We are in between the 2 logs right now, and I'm just working the edge of the sandbar. It pretty much starts coming up right here and it gets shallower. So if they came in from the east, by the time that boat would have hit a point where they're gonna get off, they're probably gonna be right up in there. So I'd be hoping to maybe find it maybe another 15 yards ahead of me. So that's where we're going. All right, we got a bit of a crazy signal. Been finding a couple bottle caps, some other whatsits. Oh, speaking of bottle caps, look at that. We got us another one. All right, I sense a theme. Thanks for 15 amazing years, Mike. Thanks, Mike. So I got a pretty solid 41, 42 signal here. Now I am looking for a women's ring. Those smaller gold rings, they will come in the low 40s, kind of in that foil range. And it's a ring shape, but it's not a ring. It's a washer. All right, I guess I could always use a few more washers, but not the ring. Sounded good though. All right, surely if we can find something like this little gear, I think we can find a ring. Wow, it almost fits. Look at that. I'm terrible. All right, we got a solid 44, 45 signal. Now we're still hunting between the 2 logs over there. I'm hoping it's this one, because there's no sandbar to the left of that. So 30 feet or so. No way, no. Guys, we got a ring, and it's the ring. She sent me a photo, and this is identical. No way. Oh, 44, 45 on the AT Pro, 14K of ice. Oh my goodness, look at that sparkle. Oh yeah, we got the hazy wildfire sun this morning, and this thing is just lighting up. Let's see. Oh man, it doesn't fit. I guess I can't keep it. Oh, she is gonna be so stoked to get this back. I'm stoked to find it. I can't imagine what her reaction's gonna be. Oh my goodness. Now we just gotta figure out how to surprise her with it. Oh, too cool. So in the first hunt, I was like on the other side of the sandbar, and this is why it pays to get as much information from somebody who lost something as possible. What were they doing? Where were they at? Landmarks. There's the stump. She said that they're maybe 15 feet from shore and the boat was another 20 feet. So about 10 to 15 yards. That's about what we are. Waist deep. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. I love my job. I love my office. And we got a ring out of the scoop and going back to the owner. This is awesome. Well, there you have it. We've got the ring back. And Oh my goodness. That is just awesome. I am pumped to have found her ring. I can't wait to give it back, guys. Oh, what a great morning. What a great morning. All right, so now that we've got the ring in hand, I wanted to set up a really fun surprise for this couple. So it took a little bit of convincing to get them out there with the boat and to kind of show me around. That was the whole gig, to kind of reenact it. So this is the setup of me taking them back out there and showing me where they lost their ring. All right, pirates, today is the day. That's right, we are returning the Sasquatch ring. Now, I'm asking a lot for the original owners to come out and do this surprise. Again, they have no idea that I found it or that I'm gonna return it today. The drive in 45 minutes, I'm having them actually bring their boat so they can take me back out to the sandbar to show me where they lost this ring and really help give me a good point of reference. But I feel like it's gonna be worth it. And I'm just happy to be able to get it back to them. So hopefully they're excited. I'm sure they're going to be. All right, next up, Sasquatch is going home. Hi, are you Katie? Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming out and helping today. Yeah, so that's the sandbar. So this is how you guys kind of pulled up to it?
Yep. So I want to say, like, we were no further that way than that tree right there.
Okay.
We were definitely this way. But I know one of our friends, we were the last set of boats on this side because he went over by that log and he was fishing, but it was like a little walk.
Yeah,
so,
I remember you said there was something about a log over there.
Yeah, so that was the log I was talking about. So I want to say we were in this general vicinity, and then we had the boats up, you know, closer to the shore, but then we were hopping in and out the back.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of thought, like, maybe with the hand sanitizer it got like slippery, you know.
Gotcha.
And then you could see where it drops off. That's as far out as I went, and that's where we were throwing like the football. It's so clear that I feel like you should just be able to see it, right?
Huh. She has no idea that's how I plan on returning the ring to her. Good call, though. Right? Just pull right up and be like, hey, look at that.
Yeah. But I feel like this is actually like pretty close to where we were parked, but we had two boats, so, you know, give or take a little bit. But I think this is pretty accurate.
Okay.
To where we were.
How long ago did you say you lost it?
It was in August last year.
Okay, so not terribly long. It's not like it was like 6-7 years ago.
No.
Okay.
Like 13 months.
Okay.
Probably almost exactly to the day.
All right, so Katie said one more time, you guys pulled up here roughly in this spot for the sandbar.
Yep.
You were in and out of the back of the boat throwing the football around.
Yep.
Don't know if it was that one specifically, but throwing that around with friends.
Yep.
In and out of the water. Sunscreen or hand sanitizer, both?
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
I mean, definitely hand sanitizer, I know that for sure.
Okay, and it's only been, the good news is it's been a year-ish. Yeah, so. No, that's good news because like with the sandbar, it's definitely not moving here a whole lot. You're not getting the waves of Lake Michigan or anything like that, so that's good news. Okay, so when you're throwing the football, are you left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed.
Okay, so that's good. So it didn't throw, or you didn't throw it off.
I feel like I was, oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, the throwing motion, or if you like dive to catch it, you know, your hand could just go flying off.
Yeah, the only thing I was like, well, I guess if I'm throwing football, I'm probably not really paying attention, I guess. So, but it's hard for me to remember now. I know when we were throwing it, I was out towards like right at the drop off.
Okay.
But I don't remember, was I throwing it this way to my friend or was I throwing it kind of in? I don't think I was throwing it that way. I think I was the person more either this way or that way.
But you were kind of all over the sandbar throughout the day.
Yeah, I would say probably like this is where we were, you know, and then coming in and out. It's just hard to know exactly where we were parked. That's why I'm like, you know, in this area. But I was more just coming back and forth to the drop off to the back of the boat.
Like when you got in and out of the boat, like did you like actually like stumble and like, you know, end up just falling in or like?
I don't think I fell in, but I mean, I'm sure I
hand
just,
hit
like,
the water right there.
Went to the back and just, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I fell in, but.
Okay.
I'm sure I wasn't graceful by any means.
Last question for that. Did you do any of these like splashing towards friends or anything like that?
Jess, do you think I would have been splashing anybody?
Do you ever do like oh, I'm gonna get you wet type of thing?
I don't feel like I would do that a lot,
Yeah.
but maybe. I wouldn't do that to John.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
Sometimes
I don't know.
all you have to do is look right in front of you and reach down, and then you pick it up.
Are you serious? Are you serious right now?
If the ring fits.
Oh my gosh! How did you do that? Did you find it last time you were here?
So I apologize for making you guys come out here, but yeah, I found it last time that I was here. You gave me great information when you pulled in. You know, you're like, yep, I was between the logs, maybe 30 feet to the left. You know, it was like the boat was parked about this far, so not more than another 15 or 20 feet out. So I was like, okay. Walked into, you know, shore.
Are you serious?
Right over there, waist high, and I was like, in 20 minutes, the second time out, I had found it, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be pumped. Now I gotta figure out how to surprise them. It's asking a lot, because I'm having to bring their boat all the way out here, and, you know, but I'm like, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Did you ever think you were gonna get it back?
No.
I mean, I thought there was like a decent shot because I knew that I had like a good base of where we were, but I was like at the same time, it's a long shot, you know, it's been a year, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was like, man, these are a lot of questions. I don't know if I was sweating.
Who was more upset when it was lost? You or Katie?
Definitely me, because he didn't believe me at first. Like I
thought she just
I
left
was
it
like,
at
oh my
home
gosh,
or
my
something.
ring is gone.
Right.
And all of our friends were like, oh my gosh, we gotta look for it. And he's like, you probably left it at home.
Yeah.
Like it's probably on the counter. So like he didn't really even hardly help us look. And so I was like, no, but I feel like we would have given it a more effort if we'd known for sure. But then I was like, well, maybe, you know.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that is like such a trick. Okay, wait, so when
my
you
gosh.
first told me what you've told me, I wasn't really paying attention because I was just shocked. But so what did you say about like, I gave you pretty good and it didn't take you long?
Yeah, so like
and all
the
that?
first time you're like, yeah, it's, you know, out on this lake, there's the sandbar, and we were out there, you know, playing around, you know, through the day. This is the location. So I'm like, okay, I'll just, you know, I'll give it a shot. But I always try to get as much information as I can. And especially the longer time goes on, people are kind of like, oh, forgetful, or maybe I was here, oh, we did go do a little swim off of the drop-off, or we did go up into the woods, or, you know, things, they slip your mind, right? So I'm like, I need as much detail as possible so that I can really zero in, because it's like, you know, and you tried with a detector too, it's like, your coil is only this big, but I've got this entire sandbar to hit a ring.
Right.
You know, it's the needle in the haystack story.
Literally.
Literally. And I was out here pulling up bottle caps and fishing weights and you name it. I found another silver ring that was pretty old, way out by the drop off, and I'm like, well, that's not it. So then when I got some more details and you told me about the logs and how you pulled up, I was like, okay, because I spent a good amount of time searching, you know, on the north side of the sandbar there. But then I started putting two and two together, and that's why I asked, well, where did you guys pull up? And I knew, well, if the boat access is there, they're not coming to this side. So I'm like, they're not probably parking over here. You know, they're going to be coming this way. So if most of their activity's over there, that's where we're going to find it.
Right.
So you came back out a second time?
So I came back out a second time. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
after you gave me those details, and I was like, all right, I think I have a better feeling about it. And like I said, probably within 25 or 30 minutes of that hunt, it was literally right over there, probably about 35 feet, 40 feet off of shore.
Really? So it was a ways that way?
Yeah, it was in between these two logs.
So we might have been parked over a little further than what I thought we were?
Yep.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Jesse, I feel like you didn't think he was going to find it. So, boom.
Needle in a haystack.
Boom. Because I think I had more like hope.
Yeah.
Like I was holding out and I was like, you know, there's still a possibility, you know, I don't want to get my hopes up, but I feel like he thought like, oh, this is like a major long
Yeah.
shot. So.
How long have you two been together?
8 years?
We've been married 8 years.
8 years. Nice.
Yep. We lost it right before our anniversary last year.
Oh.
Yeah,
So, oh my gosh.
that's awesome.
But it's like the sentimental value and the returning of rings is way better, you know, than me or any other like metal detectorist going and pawning them.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the times, if you can find someone who does metal detect, they're more than happy to help you return whatever
Much more
it is you
rewarding
lost.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Wow, that's so
the shock
cool.
factor,
can't
like
believe
that's
it.
what does it for me. Like doing the fun little return surprises and stuff.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So I always try to plan some fun ways to maybe be able to give it back rather than just like, hey, I found your ring.
Yeah.
Because then people are like, oh, cool, thanks. But like, I want to make it a memory for people too.
Thank you, honey.
You know? And so then next time you guys go out boating, if you guys do this a lot, get yourself one of these, like, they make these little rubber dive rings. And then that way, I mean, they stay on a lot better. I use these when I scuba dive. My wife has one too. And they're just, it's a good thing to do when you're being active.
Yeah.
So then you're not clunking it
now
around
I'm a lot
and
more like,
scratching
you know,
it.
like right now I'm like, dang, this feels kind of like not secure enough.
Right, yeah.
But at the time,
and that's what it is. I mean, it's colder out now. Your fingers will shrink, you
Yeah.
know, and it's one of those things where it's like, if you put your hand in water right now, you could probably go, "Huh," and it would just take off.
off.
yeah.
That-
And I'd
they'll
never,
find it
I mean,
again.
like I said, so at the time I'd had it
Yeah.
for 7 years and it had never fallen off,
Right.
never even close. So why? But then, like you said, being in the water, your skin and everything. Oh my gosh. Are you surprised?
Yes, very surprised.
I
Very
feel
impressed.
like you did not have faith in it. Like,
No, I mean, I was hoping, but I mean, it's like you said, it's you're looking for a needle in a haystack.
Yeah,
wow, that
totally.
was awesome. Yeah, he was gone, and like I saw the thing on the news, and I was like, oh, this guy's on the news, and he does this, you know. I said, I'm just gonna email him just see if he responds, and then you responded right away, and so I feel like he was just like, oh, okay, whatever, like, you know, didn't really, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna try.
So I gave your ring, it has the unique name, because I had to, you know, hike in through the woods and everything, because I didn't have access to the roads over here.
Thank you so much for
You know,
doing
so
all that.
they have this hiking trail over here, and I was like, well, I'll just hike on in. I called it the Sasquatch ring, because I'm hiking through the woods, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna probably see a Sasquatch out here. So your ring is
Hilarious,
now
'cause
the
I feel like my
Sasquatch
brother
ring.
calls me Sasquatch, so.
The
Oh,
Sasquatch
that's so
ring.
funny.
Yep,
Oh
so
my gosh,
it
I can't
will
believe
forever
that.
live in lore of Sasquatch, which is also ironic because when we were boating out here, I saw someone had one of those big, like, cutout Sasquatches up on their house. I was
Oh,
like,
really?
see, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe this?
I can't believe it.
This is like the biggest surprise ever.
Yeah. You're more happy now than when I
I
gave
was
you the
like,
ring.
oh gosh, I can't imagine that.
I
If
thought
was
about getting down on one knee, but
Yeah.
water's still a little
A
cold.
little chill.
Oh my goodness. You're so sneaky. I didn't like, so what'd you do? Just like drop it down right there and then.
No, I've actually had it. I had it on my pinky numerous times, and like you were looking out there, and I was like, "Are you sure?" Like
Are you
I had it
serious?
right here several times. You know, you're playing football, and just like it's on my finger. I showed
And
the
I never
camera,
noticed
and
it.
you're just like. So I was like, okay, well, we better. And even when I pulled it up, like, you know, sometimes you just find stuff, and you're just kind of
Well,
like.
I thought it was like you found something random. I didn't know. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
That was
That's funny.
so cool.
You played that very well.
Yes.
Thank you.
How cool. Oh my
So-
gosh. I am so surprised. I can't wait to tell Emily and
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's awesome. I can't believe you found it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
gosh.
awesome.
What a
Awesome
trick.
job.
Well, there you
Awesome
go.
job.
I'm gonna
Hope
tell
it was
my-
worth the drive. That's all I got for you.
Absolutely
Yes,
worth
it
the drive.
was.
Absolutely worth
Oh
the
my
drive.
goodness.
Well, we got another one in the bag. So until next time, pirates.
Keep swinging for the ring.
Yes.
Okay, we gotta do it over.
This is what happens in my
Okay.
blooper reel. Actually, we already found the ring, so you don't need to keep swinging for it. All right, well, thanks for watching.